Now, your 13 News Weather Lab forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Jeff Lawson.
Well, for the past couple of days, the computers have been trying to indicate flooding rain, much like we had about 2 or 3 days ago. And we've been saying that we didn't think that was probably going to happen for most of the area. Same thing's now in effect for the weekend. The computers are saying just pouring rain all weekend. I don't believe them, though, just like I haven't the last couple of days. So if you're wishing for conditions that aren't quite as bad, then hope that this forecast is right. With mostly cloudy skies still expected, can't help you a whole lot there, but I think scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm, much like the activity of the past couple of days. In fact, this morning, most of the day and for most of the area, there was nothing more than a few sprinkles. You can see a large area of Hampton Roads not getting any wet weather at all. By late afternoon and evening, that shifted, and we talked about it yesterday. We would see many hours without and then a few hours with a little bit of rain. We had that during the afternoon and now into the evening and overnight. But even then, a lot of it is back inland a little bit, some of the more rural spots. Let's take a look at our own Weather Lab radar, and you'll be able to see that indeed right now there is not a whole lot happening on Weather Lab radar across parts of Virginia Beach. If we could shift over to Weather Lab radar right now, please. You can see the eastern shore, a few sprinkles back through the northern neck, middle peninsula, just some very spotty light rain falling. When you get back inland further around South Hill and back toward Petersburg, now there it's a little bit of a steadier downpour and a little bit over Suffolk. But for the most part, we do not have much in the way of any kind of significant rain falling across the region. Back to the forecast we go, set it all into motion. Notice again, things trying to dry out a little bit as we go now into the overnight hours. That means a pretty good break toward morning as well. Talking about the tropics, and you can see if you've been following things, we've been following tropical storm. First it was TD number 4, then Tropical Storm Dolly, the 4th of the season, and it has been weakening a little bit over the past 12 hours. You can see right now still a tropical storm, though, located at 11.8 north, 39.8 west, moving west-northwest. That's a bit of a shift. It was due west. Now it's west-northwest at 17, and the winds are down to 50. Yesterday they were in the 40s, got up into the 60s this morning, now back down to 50 miles per hour, and no longer expected to become a hurricane, according to the National Hurricane Center. Over the next 3 days, expected to remain a tropical storm now because it has weakened a little bit. 68 degrees in Roanoke, 71 Norfolk, most spots in the upper 60s to near 70, including some of our peninsula temperatures and local readings. 71 south side, winds out of the east, 12 miles per hour. So tonight, upper 60s, cloudy and mild. A few areas of light rain, especially once you get inland a little bit. North and east winds about 10 to 15. Tomorrow, some scattered showers, but many hours probably where we have no rain falling at all, but still cloudy skies. About 79, 78 or 79 in most locations. Looks like some showers possible or likely as well. West Point, Williamsburg over to the middle peninsula on through the Newport News area and the eastern shore. And finally, showers and storms almost definite for Gatesville, Edenton over through interior North Carolina as well as the Outer Banks. And the forecast out on the water tomorrow, easterly winds will keep the conditions riled up a little bit. 1 to 2 feet waves or foot waves expected on the bay and 3 to 5 feet out on the ocean. Bay waters at 79, ocean water 78. And the 7-day forecast, again, there will be some times when it rains and sometimes when it rains very heavily, even some downpours possible. But there will be many, many periods where it doesn't rain. So we'll call it likely scattered showers Sunday as well as Monday. Most of the next 3 days. Try to find a dry period to have your cookout, and I hope everybody has a great holiday weekend.
I've been noticing you keep backing that Sunday high down. That's great for all the folks on the
runners. Yeah,
good luck to you and everybody else.
Yeah, Craig, Sandra, and Mike, yeah.
Looking forward to it. Thanks.
Okay.
I'd like to say congratulations to Dick Price, named synonymous with Norfolk State football. He put on his 4th annual Huntington YMCA golf outing today. Was playing behind the coach. We had a great outing at Ocean View today.
Big college football weekend ahead. Norfolk State, of course, playing the Labor Day Classic against Virginia State. But we've got a little of everything tonight. This year's Rock and Roll Half Marathon. And there is peace in Major League Baseball. They actually did play tonight. They're ready to play ball for the rest of the 2002 season.
Takes one step and launches it lead. 0% at your local Chevy dealer.
Might as well be walking on the sun. So hurry in for the last days of 0% APR for 60 months on select new 2002 Chevy cars. Or choose $3,000 cash back on Cavalier and Malibu. Or $4,000 cash back on Venture. So don't delay, act now, supplies are running out. Get in by September 3rd and get 5 years interest-free at your local Chevy dealer.
13 News investigates, digging deeper to protect you. Dale Godding, Doug Aronson. 13 News investigates. See what they uncovered next.
There are a lot of ways to buy a used car these days. You can actually bid on a car and buy it on the computer. But who stands behind it? You can buy it through one of these. But what if it's a lemon? Or you can buy a certified Toyota or certified Chevrolet used car and get new car interest rates, free oil and filter changes for 2 years or 24,000 miles, and an extended factory warranty. Why would you not make your next used car a priority? Priority Toyota and Priority Chevrolet. We put you first.
Freedom should be accessible to everyone. That's why for a limited time, we're giving you 0% financing for up to 60 months on every 2002 Jeep vehicle. That's 100% of our entire 2002 lineup. And to make 0% financing even better, it's backed by our 7-year or 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. But hurry, because while freedom will go on, 0% financing won't. Check one out today.
This segment of 13 News is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. And now, 13 Sports with Brian Smith.
Probably the biggest theme when it concerns baseball's labor talks was sharing the wealth. Once it was all said and done, both players and owners found some type of harmony to avert a work stoppage. With Commissioner Bud Selig in attendance, both sides reached a tentative agreement about 3.5 hours before an earlier game today between the Cardinals and Cubs. A 4-year deal, making fans pretty happy about it. They pretty much prevented a work stoppage that really, at least coming to terms, the first time something like this has happened in over 30 years.
How important it was to get a deal done, and how important it was to baseball to not let this thing, to not let the strike happen. So it's a relief that we're able to come back in and go to work, and the fans aren't. Hopefully, we didn't upset them too much.
I've seen that this is generally the first time that there was a little bit of a compromise, saying, "Hey, we got to roll up our sleeves and work something out," and both sides did.
This is a great opportunity for our ball club and for all of baseball, and more so than anything else for the fans. This is what it's all about. And nobody wanted to deal with this, and we finally got something done now where the fans can enjoy baseball again.
And they did so tonight. Boston at Cleveland, and pretty much it was all Red Sox tonight. They were pounding out the runs, which the Tides weren't cruising too well tonight. They wound up coming up short against Charlotte tonight, 9-3. Durham wins. Jay So winds up taking the loss. He falls to 6-9. Well, amongst the nearly 15,000 expected for this year's edition of the Rock and Roll Half Marathon is some of the world's best. Over 40 of the top female and male runners will be in attendance. 28 elite runners on the men's side, 12 of which from Kenya, always a top class. Familiar names, Wilson Wagwa, Kip Keino. They just keep coming out every year, winning the great marathons, and in this case a half marathon. Where's their success?
Nothing, maybe, like a secret, maybe why Kenyans are good in long distance than any other athletes. Most of the Kenyans, I call it, they train so hard. They work really so hard, and you find most of them, that's their whole career that they have, so they train from morning to evening.
They're almost born to run. They run at a very early age. They run to and from school, and they, not just once a day, but twice a day. Their training is probably more focused.
Tergat is considered the Michael Jordan of Kenya. Let's talk William & Mary football. Its season opens tomorrow. They take on the 9th-ranked 1AA team there. They'll be taking on 1A Indiana.
It's good because first of all your first games, you'll find out what your mistakes or stuff that don't show up in the preseason are, especially against a 1A team, because the pace of the game is a lot faster.
NASCAR qualifying from Darlington washed out. They'll base it on points. Sterling Marlin on the pole. Ricky Rudd is 7th. College football on TV. Big weekend. Washington, Michigan at noon. UVA, Florida State, 3:30. Notre Dame, Maryland, 8 p.m. All here on Channel 13. We are your Bowl Championship Series station.
Getting it all down. Thanks, Brian. We'll have your wake-up forecast when we come back.
Stay with us.
It's about getting together.
Even before the heavy rains hit, 13 News could see what others can't.
As much as 1 to 2 inches.
Warning you first about dangerous flooding.
We've been seeing them on radar all day this morning.
Only 13 News sees where the storm is headed, how fast.
They're moving off to the north at about 20 miles per hour.
The exact conditions in your neighborhood.
1 to 3 feet of water.
Giving you time to get ready or get out.
We can zoom in closer on our own weather
13 News. We see what others can't.
The Acura RSX, one of Car and Driver's 10 best for 2002.
Closed captioning of 13 News is sponsored by Charles Barker Lexus.
Well, tomorrow morning, 71 degrees. Again, a few showers tomorrow. I don't think we're going to see a lot of rain, most of us. Maybe tomorrow night into Sunday, a little bit steadier and heavier rain.
All right, run fast between those raindrops, Davey. He's trying to beat 2 hours, 6 minutes.
We'll see if it happens.
Have a good weekend.
And a safe one.
Toyota's nationwide clearance has a little bit of everything.
A little bit of
Camry.
In my life, a little bit of Forerunner on my side.
A little bit of clearance gets you a lot of value and selection and a lot of savings because Toyota has extended 0 APR financing on thousands of 2002 Toyotas. Save on Toyota's best-selling Forerunners, award-winning RAV4s, powerful V800s, and 7-passenger Sienna vans. 0 APR financing continues. Get to Toyota's nationwide clearance going on now.
You stay right here.
Need to get moving on back-to-school shopping? Shoe Carnival has aisles and aisles of brand-name shoes for the entire family.
Daddy!
And it's Shoe Carnival's half-price back-to-school sale.
Hi there.
When you buy one pair, get a second pair of our brand-name shoes at half price. That's half off our entire stock. Dress, casuals, athletics, sandals, boots, even sale items.
Is that your brother?
Shoe Carnival. Brand-name shoes, back-to-school savings.
Something huge is coming to Hampton Roads. Mr. Big Volume, Colonial Chevrolet's August model year in total sale. We have inventory. Over 300 new 2002s must be sold. We're dealing Tahoes, Suburbans, Trailblazers, Silverados, Impalas, Monte Carlos, Cavaliers. 0% up to 72 months. 0 down payment. 0 payments till December. Plus over 200 used cars and trucks as low as 2.9%. Colonial Chevrolet's August model year in total sale. 0% up to 72 months rebates. Up to $61.50. It's unbeatable.
You've worked hard. Now enjoy tremendous savings during the Labor Day weekend sale at Value City Furniture.
Save half on these great-looking decorator sofas. Pay as little as $299.
Enjoy a 100% Italian leather sofa for just $499.
Or this cherry finish rice bed for only $299. Our lowest price ever.
Save half on a 3-piece oak finish dinette, just $69.
Or a 4-drawer chest, only $29 while they last.
Don't miss the Labor Day weekend sale.
This Saturday, Sunday, and Monday only at Value City Furniture.
How many reasons do you need to get into a Chrysler car or minivan? How about 0? Because now, for a limited time, you can get 0% financing for 60 months on most 2002 Chrysler vehicles, which could save you up to $6,700 depending on model. Plus, to make this great offer even better, it's backed by the peace of mind of our 770 Powertrain Limited Warranty. So get to your Chrysler dealer today, because with 0% financing and our 770 Limited Warranty, there's no reason not to.
Now, more than ever, we need information. 13 News at 5 gives you stories other stations can't. And Chief Meteorologist Jeff Lawson, seeing what others can't. Watch 13 News at 5, 90 minutes of news.
Worthwhile. Being of monetary value for the time or effort expended. The 2002 Honda Clearance. The once-a-year opportunity for special savings on all available Civics.